Alright, so today our objective as a class is that we are going to be scientists. The purpose or objective, you can write this down at the top of your paper, is that you are going to be able to identify important parts of species, particularly insects, and what enables them to survive and distinguish their classification. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. So today we're going to talk a lot about insects. And insects are crazy because they have all sorts of types of insects and different classifications. And the crazy thing is they're the most common animal on the planet. In fact, there are more types of insects than any other animal combined. So they're a really interesting insect for us to delve into and to become scientists with. So we're not going to classify all of the insects, but we're going to practice classifying them. So all insects are part of the phylum Arthropoda. And arthropods include crustaceans, arachnids. So those, to give you an example of some insects that you know, those are the kind that are spiders, ticks, and some other types of bugs. But spiders and ticks, you know. Millipedes and centipedes are also in there. The arthropods are segmented animals, so they have what is a really sciencey word called chitinous exoskeleton. And chitin is a natural material similar to cellulose. And so we'll see those on beetles and roaches. It's kind of that weird hard coating. And that's what we call the chitinous exoskeleton. But all insects have a three-body region: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Insects usually have 3 pairs of legs, one on each segment of the thorax. Insects usually have 2 pairs of wings as the adult stage, but there's some that don't. So lice, fleas, they don't ever have wings, even in adults. So let me give you an example. So let's practice some note-taking, because this is a very note-taking day. We're going to be scientists, and guess what? The biggest thing involved in note-taking, or involved in being a scientist, is the note-taking. So how we're going to classify it is, I want you at the top of your page to have 3 columns, and the titles are going to be the common name, the taxonomic name, and then an example. And you are going to find, something that you really like as your example for each category. That way it makes it fun, and hopefully we can get like the one that grosses you out the most or something like that, so that it's able for you to, that's what I like to do at least, is pick out something that's my favorite bug or my least favorite bug, so I remember it easily. So first example, the common name, so I'm going to write the common name, is ants, bees, and wasps. The taxonomic name is Hymenoptera. So let's spell that. It's Hymenoptera. And the example that I use, because I really think they're cute, is honeybee. Okay, so let's do another one together. We are going to do, the common name is aphids, flies or white flies, and then cicadas. The taxonomic name is Homoptera. So how we spell it is Homoptera. And then from there, an example would be cicadas. Those are those bugs you hear in the summer that have that really distinguishing sound that sounds like crunching plastic being buzzed the whole day in like a singy way. That's cicadas. So those are my 2 examples, but that's the kind of format that we're going to have for our note-taking today. So I'm going to be handing you out some Simon & Schuster books about insects, and you guys are going to go through those and do the same thing. You're going to find the common name, then the taxonomic name, and then you're going to go forth and take an example that you can remember that classification with. Great, you guys are doing awesome. So let's look at what you guys have done so far. Also, for those of you who need a little bit extra help, I have some worksheets and some fill in the blanks so you guys can fill in the blanks. Also, if you want to work with me, we can work together in order for you to communicate to me, and then I'll type it or write it down for you if you want to do that. All right, you guys have done great. So we're going to do a little bit debriefing. You guys have been looking over your books, and you should have been working on your book, looking through it, taking notes. So now we are going to group off, and there are insects, as you can see, placed in various places throughout this room. And I actually put them strategically, kind of hopefully near some of the plants that these actual bugs are gravitated towards, and that you would see commonly near these certain plants. So you guys, I'm going to give you about 15 minutes, and you're going to have this allotted time to have observations and discuss in your group. So I'm going to put you guys in groups of 4. And you guys, I really want you to start discussing based on the outline that you have of notes taking you've done from the Simon & Schuster guide. You have all sorts of tools for you in order for you to be able to classify these different bugs. And so now I want you to look at these bugs and say, you know, I think this has this has this, and it kind of seems like this, so I'm going to put it as this category. And this is what scientists do. When they don't know something, they discuss it. They use all of their 5 senses in order to help them. But it's about discussion, and sometimes it's okay to be wrong. So I want you guys to not be afraid of being wrong. I want you to look at these bugs and just have fun with this. And we'll go forward from there in order to discuss it after. But I really want you guys to work together to figure it out. And I'm not going to tell you guys the answer. There's no, right or wrong. It's not about being right. It's not about being wrong. It's about working hard in order to observe. So, and that's what scientists do. They don't always get it right, but they always work hard to figure out a really good guess. So, let's do it. So I'm going to give you that time, and good luck. All right, it looks like you guys have done some great guessing. I've seen so much discussion. For those of you who have been working together, I'm so proud of you. Some of you students were able to draw and use poster or art piece to describe what it is you observed instead of saying what it was. Some of you made videos over in the corner using the laptop. Some of you wrote notes about why you think that you believe that it's a certain category, and you guys gave great guesses, great theories, and you worked together, and I was so proud to see that. It's been really great to see all of the effort put into this, and I think it has a lot to do with you guys know that you working hard is just about you working hard and having fun, and it's not about you getting a right or wrong answer. So none of you were afraid of that, and I think that's really important here, that we have a safe place where it's about working hard, and that's what I want from you guys. I don't want you guys to be scared to feel like you're going to get it wrong. Okay, so I just wanted to brief, what are some things that you guys felt about, what were some things that you guys saw? Did you guys happen to see a Tara? Was there any of that? The common name for that is earwig. Did we see any earwigs? Wow, group 2, why do you say that insect number 2 was an earwig? What were your observations based on that? Wow, that's very impressive. You guys do have a good theory about why you think that is an earwig. Great job. Group 3, did you guys get anything? Did you find any earwigs? How about fleas? Did you guys see any fleas? Ooh, all hands are raised. Okay, which insect was the flea for you guys? Wow, insect number 1 was a flea. Wow, it sounds like you have a consensus. Maybe because you guys all agree on that, that might be right. I'm going to put a checkpoint on that because that's important when the whole entire classroom felt the same way about something. It proves it even more, and that's exciting. So instead of marking you, as I said, based on if you got it right, I have been observing you guys in your participation and in our debriefing, and I'm going to be grading you based on that and based on your not the accuracy or the right or wrong, but based on how you guys all put forth effort. And so with my exit slip for today, I would like all of you guys to give me a slip of paper before you leave based on which bug stuck out to the most, and I would like you to describe it, describe the detailing, describe what you liked, what you didn't like, what grossed you out, what was cool about it, and describe the name. Make sure to put the name and go ahead from there, and then we will meet up again and talk further about what we saw today and all the observations. Also, if you want, I would love to know if this was something that you guys enjoyed, or if this was something that was really hard for you and what was hard for you, because I really want input and I want to make this class better. So if you guys could write that as well with your bug, I would love that. Okay, we will discuss everything next time.